Well, welcome again to this new topic, the conjurations. Belilin, magic circle, Jupiter, and Pentalpha. Well, uh, what we'll learn here during all these video conference is to learn to defend ourselves from the entities of the darkness during our esoteric path, during our esoteric work. These are these are some tools that will show us the need, the urgency of knowing the forces of evil. Alright? So when we conjure anyone, specifically some visible or invisible, non-visible forces of the darkness, we block the force of that person or of that entity, okay? Even if that entity is trying to control our lives at any instant from the higher dimensions of universe, right? So we learn the different conjurations today. With the process of the releasing of the consciousness, the student, the serious student, will receive more and more secret occult conjurations. Alright? It's necessary to defend ourselves from all those dark forces. Black wizards, larvae, or witches. Alright? They do exist. They do are a reality. So let's start. Number one, Belilin. When we make or apply this mantric song, will drive away the forces of darkness, right? It is perfect to apply, to sing, as soon as we turn off the lights at night, before of falling asleep. It's great to clean the environment from the different larvae, okay, to sleep better. If we do it from now on, we'll see the difference each single night. And when we open our eyes the next day, we'll feel different. We'll feel more relaxed, sincerely. Alright? Well, the lines are as follows. Belilin, 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 amphora of salvation, amphora of salvation. I would like to be with you. I would like to be with you. Materialism has no strength next to me. Belilin, Belilin, Belilin. Okay, please do it 3 times. Before of every esoteric practice, before of your sexual alchemy practices, before of going to bed every single night, mentally or verbally, but it has more power if we do it verbally, okay, because the verb has the power of creation, all right, has higher vibrations, has more effective vibrations. But if you have to do it mentally due to the reality that, for example, your partner, for example, doesn't believe or doesn't know about these conjurations, it's necessary to be prudent and to do it mentally, okay? Mentally works as well. Okay, this matrix song is as follows. Belilin, 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 Amphora of salvation, I would like to be with you. Materialism has no strength next to me. Belilin, Belilin, Belilin. 3 times, okay? You make it continuously by 3 times. Alright? This conjuration has the power of cleaning the environment. Alright? Immediately, the vibration that this conjuration produces not only cleans the environment, but also at the same time drives away, removes any type of entity of the Black Lodge, any type of force of darkness, any black wizard, any witch, any larva. Alright? So make it continuously 3 times, verbally, if possible, is better. Alright? But it's again and again and over again. If you should do it mentally, it works as well. Alright? It's necessary to, when we do this mantric song, remember to be focused, to be concentrated in your heart. Alright? Do not think in something else. Just do it this way. Okay? And at the same time when we do it this way, like this, we are invoking the universal warriors. And will be protected by them literally. Alright? Here during this conference, we're talking seriously, literally. The vibration this conjuration produces invokes at the same time the universal warriors, right? The entities of light, forces of light, divine hierarchies, literally, will protect you at the very moment you sing this mantric song. Right? As soon as you finish your Belilin, please immediately, it's necessary to close the environment magnetically. Magnetically will close the environment, making the magic circle of protection. How it is? Let's see. Magic circle. Well, this one closes the environment, right? And we are protected as soon as we finish the magic circle, right? If we make during these making this first conjuration 3 times, magic circle is only done 1 time and that's it. Only once and that's it. Okay. Again, please try to be focused in your physical heart. Right? Do not admit of thought in your psyche, in your mind. Try to be really focused on it, right? Being sure and with strength, pronounce this verbally, or if it's not possible to you to do it verbally, do it mentally. I already said to you that it already works, making it mentally as well. My Father, my Lord, my intimate, I beg you, if it's your will, that order my elemental intercessor elemental intercessor to get out from my body. My Father, my Lord, my intimate, I beg you, if it's your will, that order my elemental intercessor to get out from my body and draw a magic circle of protection around, for example, around my bed or my bedroom or around this apartment or this house, or only if you want to protect only your physical body. To make it free, this is your decision, obviously, to choose what's the place that you want to be protected, why you to have to protect it. To make it free, from the forces of evil. Right? This is the consonant S. Right? S as south. Right? Right? It's necessary to memorize this pray, this conjuration, this petition called the magic circle, and then to practice it, if possible, every single night before every esoteric practice, any esoteric practice. And also before, this is mandatory, excuse me, but this is an urgency, this is an authentic need before of your sexual alchemy practices, okay? To be protected against black wizards, witches, and so on. Again, you do it verbally or mentally, It's better verbally, but well, okay, you can't, well, mentally. My Father, my Lord, my intimate, I beg you, if it's your will, that order my elemental intercessor to get out from my body and draw a magic circle of protection around my house, for example, or around my apartment. It depends on you, it's up to you, okay? Depends of your needs. To make it free from the forces of evil, only once. Immediately you pronounce the consonant S as follows. And at the same time, please imagine that a green brilliant light is covering the place you ask for your inner father, right? Your inner father to protect during 3 times. So each one of these pronunciations until completing 3 times. Right? In this case, in this part of the conjuration, we use the conscious imagination, right? We make it 3 times. 3 times. This one only once and immediately 3 times. Something like this. From left to right. From where you are, please imagine as if you're seeing in front of you a clockwise, from left to right. First time, number 2. Now, final time, number 3. Alright? After, firstly, the order is first the Belilin, then the magic circle, and then 3 times the pronouncing of the consonant, the pronunciation of consonant S, and 3 times using your conscious imagination, creating a green, brilliant light around the place you ask for to be protected. Alright? This is the process. Again, before of a sexual practice, alchemy, excuse me. Number 2, before of going to bed every single night, and number 3, before of any esoteric practice. Basically, these are the 3 times or 3 events in our lives where it's nice to clean the environment, to then be protected of the forces of darkness. Alright? It works a lot. Also, if you need to defend yourself due to the reality that, for example, you're walking on any street at night and probably you're seeing that somebody is approaching to you with probably wrong negative intentions. Mentally or, yes, verbally also if possible, or mentally works as well. Please pronounce the Belilin and probably it will produce specific results. Alright? It works not only here on this 3rd dimension, but also over there in the 5th dimension, in the astral world. If we have the consciousness to remember the Belilin, this conjuration, right? It's very powerful. It's incredibly powerful. It's a reality. The only way to know if this works, as I already told you, is proving it. That's why it's been told, do not believe me, please, but prove it. Alright? This way, we are protected after making the Belilin and then the magic circle. Number 1, number 2. Alright? Let's continue. Next one, Jupiter. Jupiter will be used not only on this third dimension, this physical world, but also over there in the fifth dimension, alright? Here it's necessary that if, for example, we are in the fifth dimension with consciousness, consciously, and we see, for example, a black wizard, a witch, a larva, something like that, any type of entity of the darkness, we can apply this conjuration. We stand up like this, as follows. For example, like this, right? With our left hand, we cover our solar plexus, like this, okay? And with our right arm, we use it this way. The three first fingers, I'm going to show you physically here what is the position of the right hand as soon as you pronounce this conjuration, okay? Obviously, after this explanation, we'll write down the conjuration in a written way. You put your right hand like this, these three different fingers like this, and the other two fingers this way, okay? Covering the palm of your right hand, alright? Now, the conjuration, and with the right arm, please protect your solar plexus with your left arm, alright? Now, the conjuration. In the name of Jupiter, in the name of Jupiter, Jupiter, Father of all gods, Father of all gods, I conjure you, I conjure you. Tevigos Koslim. Tevigos Koslim. This is sacred language, and it means in English with more power. With more power. Make this physical position. In the fifth dimension, please remember, if we are on this third dimension, don't do this, please, okay? It is not necessary. But if we are in the fifth dimension, please practice this physical position. And at the same time, in the name of Jupiter, Father of all gods, I conjure you. Tevigos Koslim. 3 times. Again. 3 times. With confidence. Speaking out. Firmly. And when we pronounce Tevigos Koslim, we imagine that from these 3 fingers, these ones, 1, 2, 3, there comes out a brilliant light, alright? Going directly to the person that is attacking us. Not only in that fifth dimension, but also here in our physical world. Right? Because it's probably to be attacked in this physical world, in this physical dimension. Say, for example, we see that is for sure we're going to be attacked mentally, looking at the front, right away into the front of the person that attacks us. Mentally, we pronounce this, pray this conjuration. If we are probably about to fight with anyone. We are in a hard arguing, something like that, in a violent event, even physically. If we pronounce this conjuration, we are going to control that person's psyche. Right? Remember that all of us, without exception, are being controlled or governed by psychological defects. So when we say, I conjure you, it doesn't mean that we are conjuring anyone. No, we are conjuring the psychological eyes, the psychological defects that are controlling that person's physical body, right, to attack us. So it is not associated with the word we, but we are referring to the person that is probably approaching to us to attack us. Is it understood? And at the same time, we focus in the frown of that person. In that point between the eyebrushes of each one of that person, okay? In the name of Jupiter, Father of all gods, I conjure you. Te digo skoslim, firmly, with confidence, without fear, mentally. But if you can do it verbally, much better. Because remember that words, the verb, creates immediately these higher vibrations. Remember, this is sacred language. Alright? Well, let's continue with conjuration number 4, Pentalpha. Pentalpha. Well, if we leave the negative event of facing a black wizard, a witch, or any type of forces of darkness, physically or astrally in the astral world, it's necessary to practice these cross physically. And each one of these physical positions, I will draw them within the next minutes, go with these mantras. Well, let me do something here. Excuse me. I'm going to do something here. Okay. First position. Palms up, okay? Alright, palms up with this physical position, right? You stand up. At the same time, verbally or mentally, you pronounce clean, clean, right? Immediately, the second position, there goes the second position. You keep your legs as in the first position and as in the previous position, but with the difference that here, your arms go this way. Okay? You put together the palms of your hands, right? The palms of your hands go like this, right? In this position, but with this specific physical position. At the same time, you pronounce verbally or mentally Krishnaya. 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 Then immediately position number 3. Klim, Krishnaya. You take from position number 1. You take your arms up this way, okay, touching the palms of your hands each other. Okay, you keep the position of your legs as the picture shows us here, and then position number 3, Klim Krishnaya, Govindaya. The position of your feet will be the same. Now what changes here in position number 3 is the position of your arms again. Okay. On your head, you put the palms of your hands like this, touching the top of your head. So you only bring down the palms of your hands until you touch the top of your head. It's easy, right? And at the same time, verbally or mentally, Klim Krishnaya, Govindaya. 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 Position number 4. Exactly the same position of your feet, your legs, and here, let me do something here because it's a little bit different. You touch your shoulders making this, right? The points of your fingers touch your shoulders. The points of your fingers touch your shoulders, right? So you bring down your hands right into your shoulders, touching your shoulders only with the points, with the fingers of each one of your hands. And the pronunciation, the mantra here is Gopihana. Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopihana. Penultimate position, Vaya Vaya. Your legs are basically the same, exactly the same as in position number 1, 2, 3, 4. They stay the same, right? And here is exactly the same position number 1, but the palms of your hands down, facing down. Something that's like this, alright? The palms of your hands pointing the floor. Right? And you pronounce the mantra Vaya Vaya. Vaya Vaya. Vaya Vaya. And position number 6, final position, Swaha. It is exactly the same situation, the physical position of your feet. Here, you cross your right arm on your left arm, okay? Your right arm goes on your left arm, like this. So you cross, you make like a cross, you cross your arms, alright, like closing the cross, and always your right arm goes over your left arm, alright, and here you pronounce Swaha. Swaha. It immediately, this position, this Pentalpha, this conjuration, immediately creates, not only in the fifth dimension, but exactly at the same time on this third dimension, a Pentalpha that immediately removes, drives away every single entity of darkness, any type of witch, of black wizard that is trying to attack you. When we are in this physical world, we are not only being attacked on this physical world, this third dimension. From fifth dimension, it's possible to cause, to origin an attack to be produced on this third dimension. Alright? So making this cross, you protect yourself. Right? Before of breaking the magic circle every single morning, for example, because when you cross the magnetic line, for example, let me do it here. For example, we are here inside of our magic circle every single morning because we did it in the previous night, right? When we open our eyes, when we when we wake up in the mornings, if we cross the magnetic line of our magnetic circle, of our magic circle, immediately this magic circle breaks down, alright? So before of crossing the line of our magic circle, it's necessary to close ourselves to be protected, making the Pentalpha, because immediately it creates a magnetic protection that will cover us, will protect us during the rest of the day, for the rest of the day, right? So it doesn't matter if we break this magic circle by crossing the line of the magnetic field we've created in the previous night, because anyway, we'll be protected, making the Pentalpha during the rest of the day, right? It's very important to know. Also, it's very important to know this information, right? Because many of us, for example, should go out to work, should go out to buy something, to sell something, to be in interaction with more people. So it's prudent to protect ourselves before breaking our magic circle every single night, making our Pentalpha. Kling, Krishnaja, Govindaja, Gopihana, Vaja Vaja, Swaha. There is no witch or any black wizard that hold the vibrations of this Pentalpha. They can't keep. They are immediately removed